All right. Welcome back to WMMA now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with some fight announcements out of Bellator MMA. So Bellator has announced 2 fights for their Japan event on December 29th. First up is going to be on the first half of the card, and it's going to be part of the Bellator versus Rizin series. We have at Flyweight, Ilara Joanne taking on Kana Watanabe. Joanne's coming in 9-4. Watanabe is coming in 8-0-1. Both fighters are coming in on win streaks. Joanne on a 3-fight win streak, and Watanabe on a, I believe it, 5-fight win streak. Watanabe is the older fighter, 31 years old, to Joanne's 25 years. And Watanabe will be the taller fighter, 5 feet 6 inches or 167 centimeters, to Joanne's 5 feet 3 inches, 160 centimeters. Now, Joanne is listed with a reach of 64 inches, 163 centimeters. However, I do not have a reach available for Watanabe. This should make for a good matchup. It's actually going to be the toughest fight that Watanabe has faced since anybody not named Shizuka Sugiyama, basically. I've often talked about in the past, Watanabe is one of the Japanese queens of can crushing. And whereas Ilara Joanne actually has some wins over some much more experienced opponents. Started off a little bit slow, like a lot of fighters, but let's see. Her last two fights consisted of a win over Christina Lima, who was 4-7, not that great, and Beck Rollins, who was 7-8. However, if you look at the last 2 fights on Watanabe's record, you have 1-0 and 0-0. So Joanne's not fighting the best opponents, but at least she's fighting opponents who have some experience. Not going to make an early pick at this time yet because I've only ever seen one of Joanne's fights. I'll have to watch some more tape, though. And then in the second fight is going to take place on the second half of the card, which is basically going to consist of Rizin matchups in the Bellator cage under Rizin rules. So under Rizin rules, it's going to be a super atomweight fight between Princess B Shimizu taking on Andy the Crazian Nguyen. Shimizu's coming in at 5-1. Nguyen coming in at 6-8. Shimizu's coming in on a 4-fight win streak, and Nguyen is coming in off a 2-fight skid. Looking at the stats, Nguyen is not much older, but definitely the older fighter, 37 to 30 years old for Shimizu. Looking at the height, Nguyen's going to be the taller fighter, 5 feet 4 inches to 163 centimeters, to Shimizu's 5'1 or 156 centimeters. And I actually have reach stats for both. Nguyen's going to have a slight, almost negligible reach advantage, 64 inches, 163 centimeters to Shimizu's 63.4 inches or 161 centimeters. This one seems almost like a setup for Shimizu to win. Nguyen only win since 2017 has been to Cassie Robb, who is, Cassie Robb was 2-8 at the time, which will tell you. Nguyen's actual last win actually came in 2017 against B Nguyen, who since then has moved on bigger, better things. Let's just say that, hopefully Andy Nguyen spends as much time in the gym as she does working and rehearsing on her walkout for this, which was what her last Rizin fight looked like. She spent more time on the walkout than she did training. Otherwise, it's going to be a long night for her, or a short night, potentially. Anyway, guys, those are the matchups. Let me know what you think about them in the comments down below. As always, likes appreciated. And hey, What are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMAC now, the best, fastest growing women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube, and hit that bell for notifications. And we'll see you next time.